Hey guys, Maurice here. It's been a while since I did a review, so I thought I would do one about a blade that I recently picked up about a month ago. I am very impressed. I didn't even know about this knife until ooh, just a little over a month ago, about a month and a week. So I had to get this knife. So I'm sure many of you will be familiar. Of course, you guys know the SE. It's my SE6 of the British Army Mark IV or Type 4 Ministry of Defense survival knife. Here it is. Ooh-la. I kind of oiled mine, so it's got stuff on it. But this blade here issued to the British Army Armed Forces is a 7-inch blade, and it is a 1/4 inch thick of pure 1095 steel. So I had to get one, and I've absolutely loved this knife. The numbers on the top are the NSN numbers, otherwise known as the National Stock numbers. Um, Below it's the maker, J. Adams. The year is 1999, and it's got the crow's foot. Now, clones and fakes cannot put that on their knives when doing replicas, because apparently a couple people from England told me that if you got caught with a knife that isn't an authentic Sheffield knife or military issue knife, and it has a crow's foot on it, then they would hang you from the Tower of London. Yeah, I think that's just badass. Yeah, definitely not made in China. It's made in England. So, yeah, this thing, man, I don't have my BK9, but this thing is heavy. It's just over a pound. But this thing can split like like a magic wand, man. It's insane. I love this knife. When it came to me, it has this weird coating. It's almost like a blued coating, but in black. I love that. It's just so smooth. I love it way more than that stupid phosphate coating, because that traction coating, because that stuff just sticks to wood, And I love this knife. Like for the price of a Becker BK2 here in Canada at least anyway, you could buy 3 of these. No shit, man. This knife is just high quality, made in England. Let's get down to the brass tacks here. So the edge here, the blade, is 7 inches long, and I went with the G10 scales. Well, it's called fiber when you order it, but it's actually G10, and it's bolted on there with brass rivets. I think it's there's not much information about this knife, which is the weird thing about it, because I love this knife, and I can't believe I'm a huge knife lover, collector. I don't collect them to sit on the shelf. I use all my knives. I can't believe that I all this time up until this year I've just knew about this knife. It's I don't know how this knife escaped my radar. So anyway, yeah. So there's that. Um, they have this weird thing of tack welding the guard. I think this knife is perfect. I can't find anything wrong with it. I love it. 1/4 inch thick, good quality, man. I put a razor sharp edge on mine, and it turns out that now it's basically a Scandi grind. Yeah, I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, it's pretty much a Scandi grind. So, but anyway, whatever. It does the trick. It does the job, and it's on top, and it comes out on top. Here's a comparison with my SE6. Oh, and for those that have this knife and say you can't do fine work with it, this is the feather stick I made about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago. I had to do some stuff, so I put this down. But I made this downstairs with this knife. See that? So that's a load of bullshit. Anyway, This is the SE6. Just compare it for size. Sorry if I'm wobbling the camera. I just don't want to have no stupid selfie stick or whatever. Cause anyway, so it's my SE6. Look at the length, man. Like it's from cutting edge to cutting edge, right? Yeah, yeah, 7 inches. There you go. So yeah, I love this knife. SE 6-inch blade, micarta handles, red liners. Awesome knife. Way overpriced though, you know. Okay, now for the price of this thing, I could get about 4 or 5 of these knives. No word of a lie. It's funny how Americans stick to their knives and they don't, because that's what I do. I love knives, but everyone around me is Canadian or American, and all the SC this, K-bar that, Ontario this, SC that, yada yada yada. But then I go over to listen to some UK channels where I discovered this one, and they all love this knife, man. Of course, there's a few Americans that knock this knife, but these are people with butterfingers, so I don't really give a shit what they say. But I think it's a fucking great knife, man. This knife is awesome. It's a beast, man. Apparently they call it the beast in the military, and it's designed to be stored in the back of a Humvee or APC and to use for prying. You could dig, chop, all kinds of stuff with this knife. Apparently, the SAS highly praised this knife. So I love it, and I'm so glad I got my hands. I love this knife. It's got a machete type of blade, which is cool. Let's look at it though. See that? Okay, I'll do this. Sorry about that stupid thing on the wall. But yeah, it's like a machete, like a mini machete, but also like a mini hatchet. It's insane. And I look at all these other, and man, they want crazy amounts of money for Beckers. I'm like, that why? Why are the knives here so overpriced? Like way overpriced. You know, you just forge it, you temper it, you forge it, you heat treat it, you put an edge on it, boom, send it off to go. What's the problem? Why does it cost so much? And it's here. I got this from overseas. I got this from England. And guess how much I paid after everything? 120 bucks Canadian. So, yeah. Why is it that there's like knives of this quality, of such good quality? That's what really pisses me off. Knives of this caliber that almost anybody and their grandmother can get their hands on. And yet here, we have knives. Don't get me wrong, this is a good knife and everything, but for it just blows my mind completely. Let's talk about the sheath. The sheath is leather. It's got standard issue sheath rivets. It's apparently designed. It was designed to carry your knife, the MoD, on your left side. But I just wear it on my right, and I just put it in blade forward. Anyway, I've done so much with this knife. I haven't baton with it. I've seen that. I just don't want to. I just don't want to scratch the finish because I love the finish so much. It's just awesome. It's like a freaking gun blue. It's just nice. I just love this thing. Look at the tip on this thing. Look at that. Man, I'd like to see a showdown between this knife and the Becker BK2. That would be an awesome thing to see. But yeah, so this is my knife. I love it. I'm going to be buying another one. Probably the wood handled one. Or I just might go with another fiber handle or G10. I love this knife. It's great. The scales are a bit raised by I think about a millimeter. I'm not sure. Yeah, about a millimeter, maybe a millimeter and a half. So because this is a knife, this is a knife that you use in in moderate to cold climate weather, right? That's why they so your knife and it has no contact. Your hand has no contact with the metal. So and the round butt there. I mean the handle's great. I have no complaints about it. I love the fit and finish of this knife. I should have did a video. I don't do unboxing videos, but I should have done a video when I got this knife because it was pristine and a lot prettier than what it kind of is now. But it's a wicked blade. I've seen all kinds of mods for these knives, but I just love it the way it is. I have no problem with it whatsoever. It's become one of my favorites, and yeah. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe and hit the thumbs up. If you have any questions, and if you're here in Canada, let me know, man. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have one. Any questions? If you want to hand over your sister to me, yeah, anything, just hit me up. So yeah, yeah. Talk to you guys later. Peace.